Hello again, everyone. We are heading to Burkina Faso today. A big thank you to all of you that have subscribed to the channel. A big thank to you. I am looking for more supporters. Please, if you have not subscribed, please I ask you to subscribe. I appreciate your support immensely. Let us continue. There are still a lot of challenges, opportunities, and risks in Burkina Faso. In spite of the growth rates averaging about 6% over the past 10 years, it is estimated that 44% out of the population of 16 million live below the poverty line. The north and east of the country are struggling with poverty. When life gets tough in the rural areas, it gets worse for the refugees. Spare a thought for refugees. Yes, we are talking refugees and not economic migrants. There is a huge difference. Let us take a look at the video. I will catch you at the other end.
Oui, beaucoup mieux.
Bonjour.
Non, non.
This one. This one and these two. Okay. And this is the original.
CP2. Deuxième. Ok.
Donc, vous voyez qu'il y a des événements ou des choses qui ont fait peur, comme ils ont parlé du terrorisme, ou encore des tués, ou encore des animaux, voilà. Ou même il y a des gens même frappés. Est-ce que je vais rester dans ça? Il faut que j'enlève ça de ma tête. Voilà.
Oh, ok, yeah.
Par semaine, quand il y a 4 séances d'IRT, mettre ça, voilà, les réactions, voilà, réguler le stress, voilà.
C'est dégueulasse qu'on a fait.
We have been trying to help the people here. We know situation has been very difficult. We will try to do more also in the future. 2 children, huh? Okay. How old are they? I'm now in Dori in the Sahel region of northern Burkina Faso. And Burkina Faso is, according to the most recent report from NRC, the most neglected place on earth. It's filled by desperate people who have fled enormous violence that is just outside Dori and across the Sahel region. People came to the school, 400 children here among the 675 pupils altogether. And it has too little funding. The whole region has too little funding, has too little attention, and too little effort to solve the crisis. These are the most forgotten victims of war in the world. But it's not hopeless. I just was in a class where there was 130 pupils, but they were doing well. They had just done their exams and they were doing well, and they wanted to be teachers and doctors and nurses and engineers and farmers. They want to build their country, really. But we need help to help them. So I thank those who have helped us, individuals, our sponsors and our donors. We need much more funding to help many more people here.
All ages are in the refugee camp. Life is not easy. Despite all the positive changes happening in Burkina Faso, the country is still named as the most neglected crisis for a second year in a row. Burkina Faso has been named the world's most neglected displacement crisis by the Norwegian Refugee Council for the second year. In its annual report, released last Monday, the NRC said, the West African country saw a record-high 7,007 new displacements in 2023, driven by escalating violence and a worsening humanitarian crisis. 9 out of the 10 most neglected crises outlined in the report were in Africa, namely Cameroon, Central African Republic, Mali, and Niger holding the 2nd to 5th positions respectively. The lack of humanitarian funding, lack of media attention, and lack of international political and diplomatic initiatives has highlighted the issue. The NCR report in 2023 saw a record-breaking shortfall in aid budgets of around $32 billion, leaving more than half of humanitarian needs worldwide unmet. The neglect we see now could end up becoming the new normal. The report said media coverage of the displacement crisis in Burkina Faso and international political engagement with the crisis were negligible in 2023, adding that only 37% of requested humanitarian funding had been received by the country, leaving a significant gap in aid. The utter neglect of displaced people has become the new normal, said Jan Egeland, Secretary General of the Norwegian Refugee Council. The local political and military elites disregard the suffering they cause, and the world is neither shocked nor compelled to act by stories of desperation and record-breaking statistics. A global reboot of solidarity and a refocus on where needs are greatest. The report added that media coverage in Burkina Faso also declined as access became more difficult for both journalists and humanitarian organizations. Burkina Faso is currently under the military rule, after the junta staged a coup d'état in July 2022. Its junta, headed by President Captain Ibrahim Traoré, has prioritized security due to the multiple lives claimed by attacks. In April this year, a Human Rights Watch found that more than 200 people were killed by the country's military in a campaign against civilians accused of collaborating with armed groups, alleging these could amount to war crimes. Burkina Faso firmly rejects and condemns such unfounded allegations. In a government press release, Burkina Faso's military regime will be extended by 5 years under the new agreement reached during the national consultations. A video of Ibrahim Traoré signing the amended accord in front of a cheerful crowd was broadcast on Burkinabe state television. Burkina Faso, plagued by recurrent jihadist violence that has claimed thousands of lives for almost a decade, has seen 2 military coups in 2022. Now, everyone is looking and hoping that President Ibrahim Traoré will turn things round for the better for the country. Thank you for your time. Please, for those who have not subscribed yet, please do. I need your support. Thank you very much indeed.